dear students, and welcome to my tutorial. Our today's tutorial is to prepare another interesting game, and it is called the Twister game. So before I start up with this tutorial, let me just show you what are the materials required to prepare it. So the materials required to prepare this Twister game are a thermocol type of a chart board which I got for about $50, and as you can see it is not just like about 0.5 centimeter thick, okay, and thermocol any color, because the main concern is just because we have to stick something on it and then cut it out. Ruler 30 centimeter, if you have longer one, more better. Cutter, I have used this, I'm using the mini cutter because it is much sharper for me than compared to the bigger cutter. If you are comfortable using the bigger cutter, you can get that one too. Pencil, compass, very important, with a sharp pencil on it. Then glue gun, newspapers, you will need a lot of newspapers. Spray paint, I'm using 4 colors because the 4 colors I use on the Twister game, that is red, green, yellow and blue. Different shades of blue are available and so green, all depends on your feasibility. I'm happy with these green. Cloth, now before I come to the cloth, let me just tell you one more thing, that you would require to go on the net and then print out this spinner design. This is with some title in here. I couldn't avoid it because I wasn't having that much of time, but no, like if you are going to print it out, you can just avoid this thing by photoshopping it out, and it is easily available. I would also be uploading it onto my channel, the website where you can get this one from. So this is going to be acting as a spinner. You need to, I printed on a hard shiny paper so that it's going to be protected, and then this one is going to be stuck on this card, and then I'm going to stick it using the help of the glue gun and cut it all around so that I can get this more thickness as a spinner. Then where is my arrow? I have printed on a normal sheet of paper the arrow, which is like half a size of my circle, which is like this. So when I'm gonna spin it, it's gonna work all the way around. Plus you will need a paper clip, just because to attach it from down, the paper clip will help it to spin. And second thing, the arrow also has to be stuck on this hard board so that you can cut it and have it also into good shape. So coming back to the cloth. There are many methods of doing this type of spraying or coloring in order to get that mat of Twister. I prefer that instead of printing it on a chart paper or just taking a chart paper, and you can also color it, or on the chart paper you can also use the spray paint or normal paint, I prefer to use the cloth. I took 180 by 160 centimeter, 180 length and 160 width centimeter of cloth. Stitched the sides. After stitching, that final value was 180 by 60, and this is a normal cotton cloth, cream color. I couldn't find white at that time. Easily foldable and perfect. If you can find the plastic sheet, that's the real Twister game one, also perfect for you. And I prefer to use this cloth. I have stitched it, it's all complete, and now my next procedure is to put a paint on it. But how would I put the paint is all depending upon this big box. This cardboard, what I need to do is my circle, the 180 size I have chosen is because each of my circle has to be like about 22 centimeter. So what I have to do is, first I have to cut out this box area and then make a circle from this side. Circle of using my compass ruler for 22 centimeter. Once I have made that circle, I will cut it out using the help of my cutter, and then since this area is not there anymore, it will be open, and I have to stick this box, and then it will be open, easy for me to put up the spray, so the spray doesn't spread anywhere. I'm just going to keep on the cloth like that every time and keep on moving it. So one by one the steps and procedures I'll be showing you since I come. So let us come forward and see what is the next step to do. As you can see here, since I'm doing this thing in the home, so I want to make sure that the paint doesn't spread onto my floor. So I have stuck a lot of newspapers down there, and on top of it I'm going to be putting my cloth so that easily I can paint up the things one by one. So once I put up the cloth, let me show you how does it look like. As you can see here, it's not that much clearly visible. I have taken my compass and I drew my circle over here. The circle is like about 20 centimeter. Now my next procedure is to take my cutter and then cut out first my circle area. So I'm being very careful. If kids are doing it, adult supervision is very much necessary. After I cut this circle, let me show you how does it look like. As you can see here, we have just arranged it in such a way that I know what are the 4 circles I'm going to be using and how the centimeter would go. So this is the line of my width. So I've started with my red, blue, yellow and green. Similarly, I need to do it 6 times downwards. 6 reds, 6 blues, 6 yellow and 6 green going lengthwise towards there. Similarly, at same time, I have cut out my circle on this cardboard, as you can see here. This is the circle shape which I'm going to stick on it, and then use the spray paint. And the spray paint, this area would prevent it from spreading it other way around, and the open area for me. Let me show you the first one. How does it look like? We have the circle already in here. Just making my cloth straight. Putting it here. Taking the spray paint. I think that my red color is not that much, but let's try as much as possible. Then what I'll do is I'll buy the new one and then put up in there. Don't forget that this is empty. This is completely empty. I didn't know that this is empty, so I cannot use this one. So what I'll do is, let me show you how does the blue one look like. The blue one is in here. I will keep my same circle onto it. Don't worry, ignore the pen marks, not a big thing. Once you have done the spray painting, you can give it a wash and the paint that will go away. Now very slowly. Like around that much we will keep, and similarly I will continue with my yellow and green at the same time. As you can see here, I have completed the spray painting technique, and finally all my this is ready. All the 4 colors are equally equipped. We have the 6 length over here, that is on this side. We have got similarly for blue, yellow and green, and then 4, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. All of them are perfectly put. Now the next step I'm going to show is to how to make the spinner. Okay dear students, so after the mat is ready, the next procedure, that is the most important procedure, is to prepare the spinner. So as you know, I told you before, I had cut out this pictures of the spinner from the net, and it was easily available. If you're not able to find it, then make sure that you comment it onto my video, so that I will just post the website, or I'm going to post the picture so that you can just download it and then use it for your purpose. Now the procedure is that you need to stick this one onto your this thermocol type of thing. To do that, what you need to do is take the glue gun and stick. I am sticking the complete paper with that. I don't prefer using any other liquid glue or Yoo-hoo glue, because as I remember, before I had used Yoo-hoo glue for sticking things onto this paper, into this thermocol I mean, what happens is that the thermocol starts to get melted. Is it because of the chemicals of the glue that are present inside that? Especially acetone, because as we know, in the end this is a thermocol, so it gets melted soon, or it gets dissolved actually. Okay, so after I have stuck this area, I'm going to stick it over here. After sticking that, same time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut my arrow piece. Arrow piece, you can randomly draw it using the help of net or Microsoft Word, or if it is available into the Google Pictures. And make sure the length of your arrow is half of this, from the midpoint till here, so that it touches and it can easily rotate. You know what I'm saying. And then again I'm going to take my glue gun, spread the glue evenly, and stick this area also over here, so that that can be a hard structure that can be cut out. Press, because the pressing will help the glue to stick on the thermocol and on the paper at the same time. Once you're ready with this one, what you need to do is cut this out. So after I cut this out, let me show you how does it look like. So as you can see here, I have cut out the area and it looks perfectly to me like a circle, quite enough and neat. So what you can do is, next time I have put a paper cover on top of it, like a transparent sheet of sticker, so that it can protect even that area. Since I have used the glue gun, so I'm quite happy with it sticking. Let me just put a little bit of more in the edges to secure the edges perfectly. And yeah, that's it. Now the arrow, actually the arrow I had cut out on a paper, so that is why it was not that much easy for me, and the paper just got ripped away everywhere. So next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare it on a card, just like how this one was prepared. And then I'm not cutting with the help of scissors, using the help of the cutter. It's perfectly cutting. And then I cut out just roughly an arrow. It's just perfect for me for this size, and I can use, if I want, I can just shorten it out also. So I can just short it by cutting just like about an area from here. That's it. This size is perfect for this one. Yeah. And now what you need to do is you need to take a paper clip. This is a normal paper clip. I'm just taking that. I opened it up and tried to make it as straight as possible in here. What I need to do is I need to stick out this paper clip right in between from my thingy, as you can see here. That's it. And I'm trying to pull it out from there. Once I have pulled it out, at the same time I'm supposed to pull out my arrow. So what I'll do is, let me see the midpoint of my arrow somewhere touching. Okay, that's perfect. Why not give some design to the arrow? So I'll just try by cutting some areas in here. Okay, just trying to be accurate in some cases. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my arrow in between. So I'm just pushing out my string here, and at the same time trying to pull out with my arrow. Okay, the hole has been made. This is the way my arrow is going to function. Now what I need to do is I need to make sure it is secured in place thoroughly. So from down it's okay. What you're going to do is take the down part. I'm trying to make it as small as possible, like this much, and then I'm going to bend it. After bending it, I'm going to secure it over here using the help of glue gun and my tape. So let me just bend it here. Prefer it to be something like this. Very close. So again back there, something like that. Okay, so it is something like this. What I'll do is I'll put my glue gun here. Okay, and just stuck under here. It just came out. It's fine, because till the time I'll just take out the tape and just give it a cut. Okay, and then I'm just going to quickly wait for it to come out like this and stick it rigidly to my. I'm using a little bit of my finger because it's not that much hot, and I can just secure the area, and I'll just put my tape on top of it as such. Once the tape has come up in there, the glue is about to dry. Pressing it more rigidly to the area so that no movement, and then I'm going to twist and turn it in this way. Have this one here, pass my arrow from the first go. Once again, the arrow has got some axis here, so this one here. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure whether my arrow is functioning properly or not. So what I'll do is I'll just give it a try by snapping it out. Okay, it goes slow. Okay, it needs to be a little bit faster. So to make it fast, what I have to do is I need to increase the circular area of my arrow. The arrow has the size of my pin, so why not make it a little more feasible and flexible? So what I'll do is I'll pass another string out of it. This one, the same string, I'm going to put it one more time and then try to make it a little bit bigger hole. By making this bigger hole, I feel that there will be more area for my thing to move. Let's try it now. Okay, perfect. At least I'm getting one spin, and it all depends upon the size that we're going to do. Yeah, that is okay. So we'll try to do that. Now the next thing is how to get rid of this one. So what I'll do for this is I'm just going to circle it out like this. And if you want, you can just clip out the axis, but what I'll do is I'll just circle it out and I'll just try to do it, but I don't want to damage my arrow at the same time. So let me just try to fix it out. So like that, and then Okay, and this much of extra access I'm gonna just clip it out using the help of my plier. So as you can see here, our spinner is ready. This is the right hand, right foot, left hand and left foot. Okay, the arrows are working perfectly in here and my students are ready to play on this game. And our mat is perfectly ready. So let's start off with the first player by playing this game. Let me spin it for her. For her it says left hand on the green. Left hand on green. Put your left hand. Left hand. Okay, now it's her turn. Let's try. Right foot on yellow. Right foot on yellow. Muinti. If anyone puts their elbow or their knee or fall down, they are out. Let's try another one. And let me keep trying and show you the basic area. As you can see here, we have reached little bit in the between of the game and my students are completely trapped and they don't know and they have got tired completely, and this is the way you can enjoy with your family and your friends. So finally, thanks for watching the video.